Hello and welcome to another episode of my Football Manager 2019 career. And we're playing with Blyth Spartans, the mighty Blyth Spartans. Here they are, look. And we're still in the bottom of the Playable Football League after our first season ended with a complete disaster. And we bottled both the chance of winning promotion by winning the league and losing the player final as well. So yeah, that was pretty disappointing. But yeah, we missed out on promotion by 1 point and then by 1 goal in the player final. Frustrating, but we're not down and out yet. We are in season number 2 and we have some games in hand. 3 games in hand on most of the teams above us. And we're still sitting in the playoffs right now. If we were to win all of our games in hand, we could find ourselves top of the league. Although that is unlikely, I feel, on our current form. Being a little bit iffy. 2 wins, 3 draws. I mean, we're not losing, but it could be a lot better. We've actually only lost 1 game all season so far, with 20 games played in the league. So that's pretty good going. And we're just ahead on goal difference, top in the chart on goal difference. 1 goal only ahead of Spennymoor, who are doing pretty well themselves. They signed a good goal scorer this season. Who was he? What's his name? I've seen him. There he is. Adam Boys. This man here, obviously delivering the goods for his new team. And yeah, but don't worry, we've still got Dan Maguire and we've still got goal machine Bradley Fuster. Although this season, not so much of a goal machine. He very much was in the first season. Kind of slipping a bit this time. But he did have an injury, I think, which has thrown his form off a little bit. And he's never quite recovered. But, you know, having 2 strikers in the top 10, well, top 7, I guess I could say, for goal scorers is pretty respectable, I think. Also, Michael Little, number 2 on the assist chart, only 1 behind first place. He's doing very well again, having another good season for us, providing a lot from that left wing back position. But yes, it's time, I think, to crack on and play some matches. And our first match for this session will be against Barrow. They are the favourites going into this. They're currently 6th in the league, but I don't know, we're at home. I fancy our chances. I think, as usual, we'll go in and play some attacking football. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'd forgotten this. It's been a whole week. It's enough time for me to forget the horror of having Sean Reid and Michael Little both injured at the same time. So I'm going to struggle for creativity, I feel. So he's out 3 to 6 weeks, and Reid is out between 10 days and 3 weeks. No, this is bad. Okay, so first thing we'll have to do is put Evans in. And who else can I put on the bench? Oh, God, I don't really have a good backup for that position. I suppose this Talbot can play either side just about. I don't think he's very good at the left side, though. He's not anywhere near as good. He's going to really struggle if I have to put him on left wing back. Oh well, it is what it is. We'll have to cope. I mean, I could always look to loan a player in, but I'm already loaning Talbot, Cunningham, Holmes. Do I want to try for another? Nah, we'll see if we can. Weather this storm. We'll battle our way through with what we've got. So yeah, that was the other issue, is obviously having to play this new loan player, Elliot Holmes, in Sean Reid's position at attacking centre mid. It's a little bit of an issue because he doesn't actually have a good working relationship with my strikers yet. But we'll have to make do and hope he develops one in the meantime. Defence, they're looking solid. They're working well together now. Let's hope that lasts. So let's go into the match. Oh dear. Yeah, I guess we'll say that. I've got so many contracts that I need to go through. It's a nightmare. I don't really want to have to do them on stream either because it's quite laborious. Try and put them off for as long as I can and then do it off stream. Right, let's praise Bradley Fuster. Yeah, well done. Just score more goals, mate. Praise Dan Maguire as well. And Leighton Egan. Yeah, criticise you. Oh no, I've just seen Luke O'Reilly's on there. That's not good. He is our #1 goalkeeper who's been doing really, really well. I don't want him slacking off. And Callum Nicholas, don't really care too much about him. Let's crack on. Make these guys unavailable for the reserve matches since they're going to have to play first team football for a bit. I'm sure they're happy about that though. Getting an opportunity to shine. Oh, look at this. Look at these fixtures. My God, everybody's going to be dead by the time we've played Darlington. I think we are out of the cups now, at least, if I remember rightly. Let's have a check. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so we went out in the FA Trophy first round against Stockport. That's bad news. We had a good run in the FA Cup, though. We got to the second round, went out against Charlton. But, yeah, the FA Trophy, we could have done with a better run because we are going to be hemorrhaging money, probably, for the rest of the season now. Never mind. We'll just have to make do. Everybody tighten their belts. Look for some loose change in the stands. We're going to need it. Right, and I think we will go with what we have here. Yeah, it's as good as I'm going to get it. Oh, there was something I wanted to remember to do, which was check my set piece takers. I can't remember if I did do that last session or not. I think it looks like I did. Yeah, I think I did. All right, let's just submit the team then. And then a 4-2-3-1 wide being played by Barrow. He's one of the top goal scorers actually in the league, this Jacob Blyth guy. Playing for the wrong team, clearly. But yeah, 16 goals, 2 assists. He's definitely one to watch. Along with this Cavallo, he's also a damn good player that's been recommended to me, but not been able to sign him. So yeah, there's some danger in this team. All right, what are we going to start the match with? Let's try that. Yeah, give him a kind of almost bollocking to start with. See how that affects things. All right, they're off. And Barrow with the kickoff in possession for the first highlight. Will it be a full-on highlight or will it come to nothing? Let's hope it comes to nothing for them. Deep in the Blyth half now. Muscat on the ball. Tries to take it back, Green, but Green, like a brick wall, stops him in his tracks. Now Blyth with a throw-in. Oh, come on, ref, that's a penalty. Captain Kieran Green taken down by Barrowman Campbell there for a penalty. And I think that'll fall to Dan Maguire in the absence of Sean Reid. He's our usual penalty taker. Sean Reid, of course, 4 for 4 penalties so far this season. But Dan Maguire, I think, smashes in his second penalty and his 21st goal of the season. Calm as you like. We'll take that. Decent looking penalty there. And starting the game 1 goal up before anything's really had a chance to develop. Certainly a good thing, but no time for resting on laurels. As Barrow on the attack and Blyth puts in a thunderous looking shot there. Luckily not finding the target. But that looked dangerous. Now, they are winning in the possession stats so far. And they've got yet another highlight. I have demanded more, as is customary for me early on in the game and continuing through the game, to be fair. But who knows if my guys are going to be able to keep their heads enough to hold on to this lead. We have a long time to go before the half-time whistle. Oh, that was close. And so far, Barrow getting all the highlights is making me nervous. Okay, Evans with a corner. Looking for Bradley Fuster. Oh, finds his head, but Fuster couldn't quite keep it on target. And it sails over the bar. Evans with the throw in. Finds Sangare. Sangare, the new man from Liberia, new to the club this season. Plays in Holmes, who has a crack himself, but saved by Barrow's keeper Simpson. And it will be a Blyth corner here. Evans to take, again looking for Bradley Fuster. This time Simpson is wise to that particular move and comes out to claim it. Pressure's on the Barrow goal at the moment as yet another highlight for Blyth. Kieran Green finding Sangare, but Sangare's shot was pretty damned awful and Barrow are on the break now. Sangare desperately trying to make up for his mistake, staying close to the man. Adakwa. But it eventually comes to nothing. Goal kick for Barrow. Adakwa and his funky, he looks like he's got grey hair or white hair, it's hard to tell. Campbell one-on-one with O'Reilly. Oh, that was close. That was close. Good save by the keeper there. Also just about managed to get a defender on him by the looks of it as well, but it looked very dangerous. It's time for a demand more. And they're focused after the feedback. As we're approaching the final, well, we're now in the final 10 minutes before half-time. 5 minutes to go. Nothing much seems to be happening. Let's tell Egan to ease off tackles since he's picked up a yellow. Somehow Bradley Fuster did as well very early on in the game. Don't know what he was doing. Clearly nothing good. So, 2 minutes of added time. Oh, Deshaun. Really? Is it going to be one of these games where we're going to get 100 yellow cards? Deshaun Bernard picking up a yellow as well. Not ideal for a centre-back. So, 6 shots each. We've only put 2 on target. They've put 1. Oh, man, we're fouling a lot. That's not great, is it? It's not really looking that good. Obviously, we're a goal up because of the penalty, but I'm a little bit concerned. You played well so far, but there's still room for improvement. Let's give that a try. Didn't really go down great, did it? But that is the truth. They're doing well to not concede and to stay 1-0 up, but they could certainly improve. Too many fouls and not enough shots on target. Leighton Egan on the ball now. The right wing back looking for a pass. Finds Holmes, the new lone player, to Sangare in the middle. He takes a shot, but comes to nothing, unfortunately, all too often. But it is out for a corner. Evans will take it, and Simpson will claim it. It's time for some demanding more. Adakwa on the ball. Chipping in a nice cross there. Oh, Egan just getting back in time to head that, but he didn't get it very far. It had to be saved again. Blyth very nearly, as in the player Blyth, very nearly getting a shot off. Holmes will claim this, and he's surging upfield. He's got Fuster, he's got Maguire, he's got Evans. What's Evans doing over there? Oh yeah, he's on the left, isn't he? I'm so used to Michael Liddle being there. What's Evans doing there? Oh, Liddle's injured, isn't he? Kieran Green, Sangare, back to Green. Green with a cheeky chip over, finds Bradley Fuster, who hits it first time, but only straight into the keeper, sadly. Let's tell Bernard to ease off tackles. Blyth winning the midfield fight there. Sangare somehow retaining possession even after his poor cross. It came straight back to him. Now we've got Egan on the right. Can he put a cross in this time? Takes a deflection but finds Sangare, who tucks it into the bottom left corner, and we are 2 goals up here at Croft Park. That's Mohamed Sangari's third goal of the season. He doesn't score many, but that was an important goal. Gives us a nice little cushion. Not much of a cushion, but better than a 1-goal lead, isn't it? Right from the edge of the box, smashed it in with his left. That was lovely. We'll take that. Leighton Egan on the right again. Oh, terrible. I don't know what he was doing there, but he somehow managed to keep hold of possession. Tries for a cheeky flick for Kieran Green, but he screws it right up, and Campbell is pushing way into the Blyth half, finding a Darkwa on the right wing. And then Blyth in the centre. Jacob Blyth, that is, takes a shot, but it's saved by Luke O'Reilly. And it will be a corner to Barrow. Campbell to take. Lions there with a solid defensive header, but Barrow's still in possession and still danger for the Blyth goal. Not for long though. Right, I think we'll go for praise. Let's see how the praise works out. It might confuse them, they're not too used to it. And Barrow stringing together some nice passes here. My players not really looking interested in taking the ball, but they get it anyhow due to a poor pass. And Dan Maguire is one-on-one with the keeper and scuffs his opportunity, unfortunately. Well, another way of looking at it is it was well saved by the keeper, but in my opinion, Maguire should have slotted that home. Kieran Green in midfield. Out to Egan. Egan does his man. Number 3 gets a pass through to Maguire, but the shot is blocked, and I believe that'll be a throw-in. Sangari to Green. Green plays it back to safety. Deshaun Bernard to Egan. New man Holmes. Finding Evans out on the left, puts in a good cross. Maguire to Egan. Oh, decent effort there for a wing back, but saved by the keeper, and it will be a corner. Kieran Green will take. Looking for Bradley Fuster, not quite finding him though. Kieran Green keeping the ball for Blyth. Lang playing in lines, his fellow defender, but it comes to nothing, it seems. And sooner or later, I'm going to go for a demand more, I think. Oh, look, how's fitness looking? Everyone will cope, I think. Egan to Maguire. Back to Green. Egan again losing possession, but Lang reclaims it on the halfway line. Smashing it straight back into the box. Holmes, oh, took a deflection from Holmes' shot there. Johnson for Barrow. Playing the long ball, looking for Jacob Blyth, and he finds him. Plenty of defenders around though. Oh, Campbell whips off a shot out of nothing there, but he can't put it on target. And we are approaching the final 10 minutes of normal time. Lang is on the ball, playing his trademark smash up the field there, but not finding Dan Maguire. What on earth has occurred here? What is that? Joe Muscat, what is that? Let's see this again. So Lang looking for Maguire, doesn't find him. Ball only goes as far as Muscat, who decides he doesn't like the pressure of Maguire. He's going to play it back to his keeper. Simpson way off his line and out of position, completely beaten by that pass, and it goes right into the bottom left corner of the goal. And yeah, I mean, Dan Maguire couldn't have done better than that, could he? Fantastic. So we're now 3-0 up, courtesy of that own goal, and what an own goal it was. Don't think I've seen anything like that in a long time. Ridiculous stuff. Dan Maguire beating number 3, who's now completely devoid of confidence. Maguire taking it all the way himself. Eventually plays in Sangari. Egan finds himself in possession, takes a shot, but saved by the keeper. And we've got a corner here. With 8 minutes to go, Kieran Evans whips it in. Oh! I think Bradley Fuster squandered an opportunity there, unfortunately. Now what's going on? Oh, Guru, he's already on a yellow. He picks up a second yellow and he's off. Nathan Guru. Barrow now 10 men and 3-0 down. I think this is all over. There will be 3 minutes of added time. No, it's not even worth me making a substitution at this point. Why bother? Let's just play it out. Are they going to get a consolation goal here? No, not even that. And the whistle goes for full time. Blyth have won 3-0. And we were not the favourites there, but the scoreline says otherwise. And of course, we had a penalty, an own goal, and a red card. The odds went seriously against Barrow. Nothing was going their way today. But we'll take it. We could do with those points. And that moves us a little bit more up the table. We still have 2 more games in hand to play. But we are going to be so tired as we take on Alfreton and then Nuneaton. Luckily, they're pretty low down the table. So hopefully they're not strong. But our fitness is going to be shot to pieces. So we're on 38 points now. After that. And yeah, 2 more games to go. We really need those to be both wins. Right, Sangare doing well. Yeah, let's give him a bit of praise. Now, who was Ewan Murray again? Only 85% scouted. And he doesn't look that great. Yeah, no, he looks pretty terrible. Let's discard him. Reece Steich, apparently the key player for Alfreton, is a striker from Gibraltar. Okay. He's an international with 18 caps and 2 goals. Not a great record for a striker, but then again, we are talking about Gibraltar. It's probably amazing for them. They only have a small population. Okay, we're playing away at Alfreton, but odds are firmly stacked against them. Let's hope that's true. Probably, I don't know, am I going to have to... Yeah, I might have to play some reserves in that match, which could change things. We've got a high level of technique and they're good at taking corners. Oh dear. Still, our back 3 are pretty solid, or back 5, I guess you could say, but really it's the 3 in central defence that are doing the best. Hey Nexus, he says, have I played a match yet, or was I crushed by a scale model mech in the lobby? No, you're still a youth. It'll be a good while before you play for the first team. But there you are. Look at all that potential you've got. One of our best youth prospects right now. And there you go. Central midfielder, Nexus. Possibly the next Cristiano Ronaldo? Probably not. But you got good stats for our team. Definitely not bad for a 17-year-old, but it'll be a few years before you get to see the first team. But yeah, he's definitely looking like he's going to be a good little grower. Already, I've had several offers. People have been trying to buy him, or buy you, however you want to say it. But I've turned them all down. We're keeping him at the club. We want some homegrown talent. Right, so form is inconsistent for them and inconsistent for us. Brilliant. And yeah, we're going to have to do some swapsies. Let's get Talbot in. Ah, no. Oh, no. What a time to be short of wing-backs when we've got all these nasty fixtures close together. Well, they're not nasty fixtures. There's just too many of them all at once. But with Little injured, oh, man, I can't really rotate my wing-backs easily. I mean, what I could do is put Talbot there and Smith there. But, I mean, look at the state of this. 1 star and a half-star wing-back. He can't really even handle that position. Guess I'd have to give him a personalised inverted wing-back job. But either way you look at it, that's pretty terrible. And the team does rely quite heavily on the wing-backs. Peter Crouch is retired now. Now Nexus. He's probably busy doing the robot somewhere. On street corners, maybe. At least I'm pretty sure he's retired. We'll just double check for you. Yeah, he's a coach apparently. Oh, he's a coach for nobody right now, according to the game. But yeah, 38 years old. Oh, he's born in the same year as me. Oh, what do I do here? Do I just make do and hope that doesn't cost me the win? I mean, I've still got these 2 wing-backs on the bench. I can always bring them on, I suppose, if disasters are happening. Everyone else will just make do, I guess. I don't want to really weaken the team so much. And it's already weakened quite considerably by having both those wing-backs on the field. Okay, let's submit. Let's go for it. Let's see how it goes. Okay. What shall we tell them this time? Yeah. Carry straight on where you finished the last match. Let's try that. See how it goes. And we are away. And we have the kickoff. Green not really making much use of that. Just thumps it up the field to no one, apparently. Right, Bernard plays it to Holmes, who has a crack. The rebound fell to Sangari, but he couldn't control it. Not really a great sign for a midfielder. You expect a little bit more control on the ball, don't you? Then again, this is bottom level football. And it starts to rain. That's normally good for us. We do like the rain. We're very used to it. Oh, Alfreton there with a header on goal, but it wasn't a good one. And O'Reilly claims it very easily. I think it's time for a demand more. 12 minutes of football played. Nothing much going our way yet. Wild. The throw in for Alfreton. And Bateson. Nobody really wants to tackle him. And Blair in tons of space out on the right. Puts in a cross for Alfreton. Headed out by Lang, but only as far as Mully. And it's ended up in the net somehow. What a disaster. James Mully with his 8th goal of the season. And this is a match we should be winning. And already we're a goal down after 15 minutes. And what a calamity. What happened in the box here? We've got 3 men there. Oh, that looks like a goalkeeping error to me. What a shame. He doesn't make many. He's actually conceded the least goals in the league. so far this season, Luke O'Reilly. So we'll not give him any trouble for that. But that was shocking stuff, unfortunately, and we are 1 goal down. Not an ideal start. Oh, they're overwhelmed by the feedback. That might go in our favour. Maybe we can get a highlight out of it. Doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe. What's O'Reilly going to do with it? Runs out and plays it short. Okay. Is Lang going to go for a long ball? No, he's going to play it to Talbot. Talbot playing the long ball, kind of. Finding Bradley Fuster, who's crossing to his partner, Dan Maguire. Doesn't quite find him, but Holmes picks it up. Now Smith inside the box. Pings it to Dan Maguire. Sangari with another drilling effort from just... Well, he arrives late just from outside the box, but keeper claims it. Man, we really need a goal before that half-time whistle. Maguire, can he provide? No. Shot blocked well by number 5 for Alfreton there, and it goes out for a corner. Kieran Green steps up to take. It's a classic, terrible Kieran Green corner in the rain here at Alfreton. Oh well. Crowd apparently booing Bateson, it seems. Oh, Blair on the ball again. He put in a dangerous cross last time, and he's done it again. Steich this time providing the goal with his head. But luckily it's disallowed for offside. We'll take that. Thank you. Let's see the lines. Yeah, he's clearly offside, isn't he? Yeah. Well, what a relief that is. Let's demand more. The stats are in our favour. Everything's in our favour, really, apart from the score line. And the whistle about to go for half-time, and it will be the half-time full-on aggressive bollocking strategy coming up. There we go. You useless sacks of shit. Get out there and play football like you've ever played football before. Instead of wandering around aimlessly. Let's get some goals. Yeah, Bateson getting booed every time he's on the ball. I don't know what he's done wrong, but he obviously did something bad because he's on a yellow and he's getting booed. Well, are we going to have to... Yeah, we are. We are. I mean, he's knackered anyway. Unfortunately, Paul Smith is playing the best on the field right now. But I'm going to have to take him off because he's knackered. And in fact, I'm going to take off both of these wing backs because I feel like they're the what's the right word? The broken link in the chain. They're what's letting us down, I think. So let's do a switch here and see if things improve. Go out there and make the difference for us. Come on, you can do it. Only 2 shots on target so far. Can I ironically demand less? I don't think it works like that. Okay, come on the break. Catch him on the break. Holmes dribbling it upfield pretty slowly. Finds Bradley Fuster in space. Come on, Bradley. No! No! A touch too many, Bradley. You should have shot that. Why are you not shooting like you were last season? What's wrong with you? That should have been an equaliser, man. Okay, it's not over yet. Green in midfield. Looking for Egan, and he will find him. What's Egan got? He's going for a cross, and Dan Maguire converts the cross into a goal, and it's 1-1. 22nd goal of the season. Good job we've got Dan Maguire. Bradley Fuster squandered his opportunity. Dan Maguire made the most of that one there. And a good cross by Egan. Dan Maguire just catching the 2 defenders napping there. I really should have got between him and the ball, but we'll take that. So we now have an equaliser, and I'm going to demand more again because we need more than this. And I think I'm going to have to sub Sangari by the looks of it. 57%, and he's on a yellow. So always press that. Oh, we nearly had another goal there. I thought we were going to miss it. I was trying to get out of that screen quickly. Evans with the corner. Come on, be better at corners. What was that? That was awful. Somehow Dan Maguire ends up in possession though. Right, I'm just going to pause it there because I have to make this substitution. Sangare, he's on 56%, so he's tired and he's on a yellow card. And we do know he is very much prone to getting sent off. So, yeah, I have to make the change. So that means I'll swap position between him and Holmes, pulling Holmes back a bit. And then we've got Nicholas on the bench, who will have to come on in the attacking midfield position. Obviously, if we had Sean Reid, things would be different, but we don't. So we're making do with what we've got. Yeah, let's tell Nicholas he can make the difference. He has been known to score a banger before when he's been brought on as a sub. Let's hope he can do it today. Only, well, less than 10 minutes of football left to play. I think Alfreton will be happy to take a draw here if they can. So I would not be surprised to see them wasting time. And it looks like they are. Keeper was getting charged down there. Dan Maguire on the ball. Plays it to Kieran Green. Can the captain score? He can! Oh, what a time to get a goal. Leading by example, captain Kieran Green scores only his second goal of the season. And that might just clinch the win late in the game for Blyth. 89th minute. It is now 2-1 in our favour. And a good finish there by Kieran Green. Right, demand more, even more. I'd love to take Holmes off. He's only on 53%, but we've used all our substitutions. And it does seem my concern about having to use those reserve wing-backs was well founded, as the game was not going our way till I subbed on Kieran Evans and Leighton Egan, and since they've been on, things have turned around a little bit. So I'm a little bit nervous here because stuff could still go wrong. We've still got added time to play, a couple of minutes of it left, and oh, now we're on the attack though. Dan Maguire looking for Fuster. Finds him, plays it out wide left to Evans, crosses it first time, and well defended there by Alfreton. It goes out for a corner, which apparently came to nothing, I guess. Okay, 15 seconds. Let's hope the ref blows the whistle when he should, because we do not want to concede at this point. We need this win. We want this win, and that's dangerous stuff. Oh, Lang to the rescue there, though. Oh, man. Okay, now the whistle should have been blown about 30 seconds ago. Can we blow the whistle, ref? Please blow the whistle, ref. Blow the goddamn whistle, ref. Blow the whistle. Blow it now. It's all over, finally. Oh, and, well, that, I mean, the stats are well in our favour, but that felt like a very much scraped win after conceding that early goal. And it took us a long time to come back from it, but we did manage it in the end. What are we going to say about that? What, a comeback? Yeah, all right. Let's try that. They seem to like it anyway. Whew, right, so that gets us another win and leaves us fourth in the table. We still have 2 games in hand over league leaders Spennymoor and Hednesford. They're tied on points. Obviously, Spennymoor way ahead on goal difference. But if we're tied on points, we've got a better goal difference than Spennymoor, so that would put us top. So we just need to keep winning. Obviously, great scientific analysis of the situation there. As long as we keep winning, we'll be all right. Yeah, it works well in sport, doesn't it? Everything's fine as long as you win. But that is the case. We could find ourselves top of the league with just another couple of wins under our belt, and that would be fantastic. Sangare picking up another ban. He's always getting booked. So that's yet another first-team player that we're going to have to live without. And that'll be for both Nuneaton and the match against Darlington. Could be a pain in the butt. Drew Talbot didn't do very well. I don't know what's going on with Fuster. I swear he's on like the longest goal drought. Might just be my perception. 3 to 6 weeks for Michael Liddell. 5 days to 3 weeks for Sean Reid. Okay, let's dish out some praise. Okay. He is apparently feeling like he doesn't deserve any praise. Fine. Be like that then. Okay. Who's this guy? David Bremang. 19-year-old striker at Nuneaton. We know nothing about him other than that, but apparently he's a man to watch. Man, even after the Darlington game, the schedule is still quite squashed up. We're going to be really knackered. But then again, we did hit this point last season, and we came through it, and we ended up second in the league. So it is possible for us to pull it off. And we've actually got even more better squad depth this season than we had last season. So we should be in a position to weather it better. But I don't think we had the injuries that we have right now. At this point last season, we didn't have 2 key players out with injury and another one out due to suspension. So that could hurt. Okay, Blyth are firm favourites, and we're playing at home. Croft Park, nice. That'll help maybe spur the lads on while they're all exhausted. Okay. What was that news I just kind of half read? I don't know. I think I'm imagining things. Right, so Sangari is out due to suspension. Who's my best replacement for him? Apart from Reed, who's injured. Connor Oliver, by the looks of things. That's fine. That works for me. Right, the wing-back situation, not great. Egan in and Evans in. At least starting those two means that these guys are a little bit better rested since they only came on in the last match as substitutes. We've got problems though. Kieran Green is starting the game looking pretty knackered, and Holmes here as well. Elliot Holmes, I can't really start him in that condition. My only other option really is to play Callum Nicholas, who's nowhere near as good, but maybe he'll perform better with the aim of impressing. So what can I do? Man, he's going to have to be on the bench, isn't he? Because I need to cover obviously Kieran Green, but potentially Nicholas as well in case of an injury. Damn. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to make do, and that is what it's going to be. Nuneaton playing a classic 4-4-2. Let's put the pressure on them. Yeah, putting the pressure on them didn't work. Never mind. Oh well. Look at this league table. Look how close we are. A win here, and we could be top of the table, in theory. And as usual, it is raining at Croft Park. Was that a shot or a cross there, Evans? Who knows? Only you. I don't know why, but my nose is really itchy. Like I've had a cat crawl inside it or something. Right, it's time for the demand more. Evans with a free kick. Oh, that looked good. That looked good. But Oliver couldn't quite keep the head low enough to score a goal. It's a shame. Kieran Green already looking pretty knackered after only 20 minutes of football. But we're going to need him to soldier on for now. Go for another demand more, since not very much has happened in 30 minutes of football. Had one shot on target. Still, at least Nuneaton haven't had any. So let's take that as a positive. No, did I speak too soon? Is this a Nuneaton goal coming just before half time? Are you going to do this to me, Football Manager? Oh, they're stringing a lot of passes together. Oh, at least it was a long shot. Easy for O'Reilly. Had me nervous though. It was looking pretty good. And it will be half time soon. And nothing really to show for it for either team. Only a total of 3 shots on target. They must be playing very defensively, because they're shutting me out of my game. Right, we're going to go for the aggressive half-time bollocking, because that was the other key to last game. The aggressive bollocking at half-time. Never forget that. That can turn a game around sometimes. So, let's hope it turns this one around. Not in our favour, it seems. Oh no, oh no, oh that was so dangerous. That was a cheeky little pass by Bremang there. Finding his strike partner, McGurk, and almost a goal for Nuneaton there. Very tense stuff at the back for Blyth Spartans. And man, what I wouldn't give for a bloody highlight right now. This is very uneventful for us, apart from picking up yellow cards with our central defenders. Right, Bernard, what are you going to do? Play it to Green. To Connor Oliver. Was his partner in midfield last season. Currently benched this season thanks to Newman Sangari. Evans with a cross. Oh, it's a poor one. It's a poor cross. What a shame. And Blyth kind of half-assedly fighting for possession in midfield, but not trying hard enough to actually win the ball. Bremang is through with a cheeky little spin there. Oh, O'Reilly shutting him down quickly, but that was another dangerous situation. And we could find ourselves losing this game, you know. The way things are going at the moment, it's looking more likely that Nuneaton will score than Blyth. Let's demand more again. Come on, catch him on the break. Catch him on the break. Oh, momentum kind of lost. Never mind. Connor Oliver in midfield. Plays it to Nicholas. Evans finding Bradley Fuster with a cross. Oh, Fuster cannot find the net for some reason still. And I cannot figure out what his problem is this season. But he's just not scoring. Callum Nicholas picking up a yellow for Blyth. Ah, come on, let me shout. There we go. Kieran Green could really do with coming off. He's knackered, but Don't know about whether I want to do that. Nicholas, come on, do something useful. Justify your existence. Oh, man. Everything is coming to nothing at the moment. Connor Oliver on the ball. Out wide to Evans. Evans putting a good cross. Finds Bradley Fuster. Bradley Fuster loses possession. Lang picks it up near the halfway line. Straight back towards Bradley Fuster. He's just getting shut down too well at the moment. Leighton Egan with the header. Cross from Evans from the left wing back. Finding the head of the right wing back. And we finally get the goal that we've so desperately needed all game. And here it is again. Evans putting in the long curling cross there. Somehow Egan winning a header and scoring the goal. Man, we needed that. Second goal of the season by Leighton Egan. And what an important goal that was. Let's demand even more. Kieran Green. Oh, looking for Lang's head that time. Lang can't find the target. But 10 minutes of normal time left to go. And I think I'm going to have to take Green off at this point, as much as it pains me to do so. So that means Elliot Holmes is going to have to come on. Now, are these better off if I swap them around? Maybe. Let's try that. But yeah, Kieran Green was definitely running the risk of picking up an injury, and I just cannot afford another injury to a key player at this point, least of all my captain. Bradley Fuster making a poor pass there. Maguire heads down to Nicholas. Nicholas looking for Leighton Egan, who's having a fantastic match after that goal. Crosses into the head of Bradley Fuster, but he can't keep it down, and it goes over the bar for a goal kick. What is wrong with you, Bradley? Do you have grit in your eyes or something? You just can't find the target. But the whistle is about to go. This will hopefully be the last action of the game. Oh, it makes me nervous when you see the ball go towards your goal this late on. Bernard, what are you doing? There we go. The whistle goes. And we can breathe a sigh of relief. And we take the 1-0 win. Again, stats-wise, we're all over it. But thanks to how knackered our team is at this point in the season, just scraping a win against a team low down in the table. And we're at home as well. But that was an important win. We did need it. Oh, let's lie to them. Tell them it was a good win, just for the sake of morale. Because we've got Darlington next. And where are they? They're relegation zone as well. But that win does take us top of the table with a game in hand. Now, obviously, it would be great if we can beat Darlington as well. The downside is, though, Blyth maintain unbeaten record. 16 games now. Fantastic. Yeah, obviously, it'd be great if we could beat Darlington, but due to our packed schedule and how tired our team's going to be, I'm not convinced as to whether we can pull it off or not. But so far this session, 3 games played, 3 games won. 2 of them really only just scraped though, so not looking too great. Start cautious, says Nexus. Never! All attacking all the time. I don't know. They're not against a team that's that low down. Like if I was playing maybe the team that was like 2nd or 3rd in the league, I'd probably take that advice. But against Darlington, I think we're better off just going out trying to smash them. Dan Maguire did not have a good game. And neither of my strikers did particularly. Luckily the wing-backs did, and Lions keeping us in the game at the back. Quentin Pereira. Pereira. Quentin Pereira. I don't know. If anyone knows how to pronounce that, send me a video. But yeah, he looks to be the key man. We don't know too much about him, to be honest. He seems very determined, though, from what we do know. 27-year-old Frenchman. Well, he's French. He's probably good, isn't he? Right. Yeah. See that the coach agrees with you, Nexus. Says it would be more suitable to change to cautious. Right. Darlington are only slight underdogs, and we are playing away from home. I mean, all the signs are pointing to cautious actually being the smarter start, but I do like to start games going all out at them. Sometimes you might grab an early goal, and we can always adapt if things are looking terrible. It's an interesting formation they've got there. Okay. In theory, they shouldn't be scoring too many goals with a formation like that. All right, let's criticise him. You don't come to our team to slack off. Praise Bradley's training. He's doing all right in training. He's not scoring in matches, though. Let's praise Leighton Egan and Dan Maguire. But I'm thinking I might want to have a word with Bradley Fuster about his lack of goals. No, it's not an option there. Just feel like he's gone for a long time without scoring. Maybe it's because it's been a week since the last session. Perhaps he scored some then. And schedule still pretty packed. Altrincham and Chester, they'll be tougher games, both away as well. At least we get a little bit of time to rest up before those. This will be hopefully our last absolute nightmare of a game. Michael Cregan. What? Why am I getting told about this? Must be on my shortlist, I guess. Pretty decent, isn't he? Yeah, actually, I've got a vague recollection about this guy. Let's just quickly check. Consistency is not amazing. Good potential, but he's not currently better than Bradley Fuster. No, we'll let him go. What was that about Sean Reid? He failed his fitness test. Oh well, not really surprising. His injury's still well in effect. Okay, so Darlington are in strong form, but so are we. They're doing well for a team that's all the way down in the relegation zone. They've obviously started turning their fortunes around lately, typically just before they play me. Oh well. Right, how knackered is this team? Oh my god, super knackered. What do? Make some substitutions and play a weaker team, or play what I've got and hope that they just cope and recover in time for the next game? How many days away is that? There was a bit of a gap. There was a few days. Tough choice, but I think I'm actually just going to... Well, first of all, Nicholas is coming off and Holmes is going on. But aside from that, I think I'm just going to go with what we've got. And we'll just sub off whoever gets the most knackered, which will probably be Kieran Green, Leighton Egan, and Lewis Lang looking at things. But can depend on how the match goes for them. Yeah, they're all knackered. I know. We've been here before, game. Helpful fan suggestion from Nexus. Talking to Bradley Fuster. So Bradley, you know how you've been missing the net? How's about we just put it in the net instead? Good idea? Yes, I think that's a great idea. I think you should give him that advice. Right, what should we say here? Go out there and impress me. Yay, we got some response out of that. Manager's shaking hands before the match there. Nice to see. And we're off. Darlington in the black and white hoops. Blyth in the white with green trim. Well, let's get our demand more shout in early. Dan Maguire running upfield with the ball. Plays in Bradley Fuster. What's Bradley Fuster got in the bag? He's got a pass to Holmes. Holmes takes the shot, but it's a poor one. It's saved by the keeper. Lang taking the free kick on the edge of the box. Oh, not a bad effort for a defender. And it does go over the bar. Okay, not a bad start. 2 highlights for Blyth so far in the first 10 minutes. Kieran Green picking up a yellow already. Not ideal. But we'll let him off. He is a bit knackered. I mean, look at their fitness levels next to ours. Like, barely played 15 minutes of football. Oh. Still, I have no confidence in us winning this game if I'd played all my reserves instead. I think we'd just get hammered. And I don't want to get hammered because we're currently top of the table. I want to try to cling on to that. Okay, 3 yellow cards for Blyth in 20 minutes. I think this ref has got it in for us. Evans with a free kick. Oh, it looked very good. Saved by Campbell, though. Lang tried to pick it up, but it was whipped away by the Darlington defence. Ease off tackles. Always press. Yeah, that'll do. Time for another demand more. Lyons to Egan. Egan with a looping cross finds the header. Oh, the head of Bradley Fuster, but he still can't find the target. That advice has not sunk in with him, Nexus. I think maybe you should draw him a picture of what the net looks like. Galbraith to take the corner for Darlington. Deshaun Bernard with the defensive header, but it's not out of danger just yet. Lang takes a swing at it, puts it back into Darlington's half. Kieran Green, ease off. Evans smashes his free kick into the wall. Oh, Elliot Holmes has picked up an orange injury. He's got a tight calf. Well, shit. Sean Reid is still not back. You see, the decision to make here is, do we force Holmes to just play on and risk him getting a more serious injury? Or do we sub him off and bring Nicholas on, which would then leave us with no midfield substitute to replace Kieran Green with, who is inevitably going to need to come off during this game. Oh man, Holmes is only a lone player. And he's a young lad. Surely he can take it. He's got the energy of youth on his side. He could recover from that injury. Surely. Maybe. This is going to bite me in the ass, but I'm going to leave him on. Connor Oliver brought down there by Creswell. Darlington looking like they want to capitalise on Blyth's tiredness by smashing them to pieces with rough tackles. We're just going to have to cope with it. Approaching half time. Oh, that was a dangerous looking effort there. Hit the bar, clipped my keeper. It somehow stayed out of the net. More due to luck than anything else. I don't think O'Reilly knew what was going on there. Bernard with the header from the corner and not a goal. It's wide again. Oh man, tense times. Only 2 shots on target for each team there. We've had the better of the shots, but we're also on 4 yellow cards, 13 fouls. Something about the team this season. They seem dirty. Right. Let's tell them we want more. And Elliot Holmes is staying on the field, still carrying that tight calf. Let's hope he can pull through. Because I'd rather sub off Kieran Green instead and protect him from injury later on. Connor Oliver's having a stinker of a game as well, playing a 6.3. That's not helpful. If only I could afford to sub all 3 of these midfielders, but I can't. Penalty? Is that a penalty for us? It must be, because that's Darlington's keeper. What on earth has occurred here? Creswell getting a yellow card. Thoroughly deserved as well, because I've seen him smash some of our players down earlier on in the match. About time he got booked. And Maguire will take the penalty. Oh, he's hit the post. Where's Sean Reid when I need him? At least he puts it straight down the middle every time. Can't hit the post then. Oh man, Dan Maguire. Of all the times to miss. He's now playing a 6.0. Hanging his head in shame. I think while you're at it, Nexus, while you're drawing that picture for Bradley Fewster, can you also just photocopy it and send it to Dan Maguire as well? I think they both need it. Oh, another foul from Darlington on the edge of the box. We will have a free kick for Blyth. Kieran Green to take it. What's he going to do with it? Puts in a trademark awful cross. Oh man, one day we'll have a set piece taker. I keep saying it, but it hasn't happened yet, has it? Okay. Evans. No, comes to nothing. Yeah, I'm really tempting fate with this many yellows. If only I could afford to take them off, but I can't. Alright, Egan. Come on, Egan. Score as a goal, mate. Yes! He's done it. Leighton Egan. His 3rd goal of the season. And his 2nd goal of the season was only a couple of matches ago, and that was super important. And this one too, putting us ahead. When the strikers are failing to deliver, the wing-backs are bringing it home for us. That'll do nicely. Look at that. Slots in a lovely little shot there. Leighton Egan, the right wing-back for Blyth. Now, let's pause. Yeah, ease off tackles. So we're currently on 5 yellow cards. 1 more yellow card and the club will be getting a fine. I'd say at this point, with 56 minutes played, the fine is going to be inevitable. We will be picking up another yellow before this match is done. Let's just hope it's not on one of these many guys that already have one. It's a very real possibility I'll end up finishing this match with 10 men, either through injury or through a red card. Right, Kieran Green's on 59. I can leave him a little bit longer. Yeah, let's leave him a bit longer. Hold on. Cancel. Yes. Play. Demand more. Bernard picking up the ball there, safely playing it back to Luke O'Reilly. O'Reilly out to Kieran Evans on the left wing. Forward to Bradley Fewster. Bradley Fewster looking for man of the match so far. Leighton Egan puts in a cross. Oh, good punch out by Darlington's keeper there. The danger's not over. Evans on the ball. Looking for Leighton Egan again. Finds him just about. Comes to nothing. And we find ourselves with a corner now. Evans whips in a decent corner, finding the head of Kieran Green, and I'm glad we didn't take him off, because Captain Kieran Green has just scored a 2nd goal for Blyth. And what an important goal that could prove to be. Brilliant, giving us a bit of a cushion as we come into the later stages of the game. Completely knackered with injuries and yellow cards all over the place. that could be a goal that helps seal the deal for us. Egan on 56%, Green on 56%. We're now in the danger zone. Green now on 54. I'm going to let it run down a little more. Maguire in the box. Oh, good tackle there by Baxter. And that will be a Blyth corner. And we are going to make that substitution now. So Kieran Green on 52% is going to come off. Okay, so Oliver there. Holmes there. And Green off for Callum Nicholas. I'd love to take Connor Oliver off, but I can't. Leighton Egan is playing the best on the team. He also really needs to come off. Oh man, no choice. Got to do it. 51% is not a good place to be. He could pick up an injury at any minute the longer I leave him on at that level of fitness. All right, so we'll go with this. So Talbot and Nicholas are coming on. Green and Egan going off. And unfortunately, both of the guys I've had to take off are goal scorers. Demand more. Oh, good tackle there, Bernard. Come on, Nicholas. Thump it upfield. Run on, Bradley. Run on. Come on. Take a shot. Oh, he scuffed it again. He just cannot score this season. Nexus says, Blyth proves tired talent beats fit no-hopers in struggle to finish. Blyth Chronicle. Well, let's hope we do beat them. There are 6 minutes to go. It's looking strongly in our favour at the moment. Oh, there's the 6th yellow card. I told you we'd get another. So, yeah, whatever happens, we're getting a fine at the end of this match for failing to control my team. But what can you do, eh? What can you do? It's not over yet, though. It's not over yet. 4 minutes to play. Anything could happen in those 4 minutes. Trotman takes a shot. Trotman managing to put it wide, thankfully. Connor Oliver down on 49%. Oh, man. This is painful. Painful to watch. Oh, and as you can see now, the highlights are all going in favour of Darlington in the dying minutes of the game. They're desperately trying to recover their loss, knowing that my team is exhausted and they're getting shots in, shot after shot, but luckily not finding the net. The whistle's got to go soon. The whistle has got to go. Come on, ref, blow it, blow it. Oh, nearly another goal for Blyth there. Whew, and that's it. We made it. We made it. We got through with an absolutely shagged team. And our fitness levels are appalling now. But I think that's the worst of our schedule squishing awful period. And we've weathered it and won all of the games. Luckily, because they're against pretty poor teams. I'd say that's the main reason why we've managed to come out of this period without slipping any points. But yeah, so we've just got 2 days to recover before we play Altrincham. We should be all right. I mean, we're still going to be knackered for this game, but then we've got 3 days after that before Chester. So, okay, so we are top of the league by 1 point, but still with a game in hand. So we could extend that lead when that game is played, provided we get a win. We're in a very good position right now. And we're past the halfway mark in the season, I think, at this point. We've just got to ride it on out. So Elliot Holmes will be out for 1 to 3 days. That's all right. Could be worse. I told you, he's a young lad. He's coped well with the injury. He'll be on the road to recovery before we know it. Right, yeah, there's the fine. 500 quid. Oh well. We'll just have to accept that. Deshaun doing well in defence. Good job, son. Oh, here we go, Nexus. Look, Port Vale making an offer for Nexus. What are they offering? They've offered a grand total of 0 monies They're like, we'll sign him, but we don't want to pay you for him. Can we just have him? The answer is fuck no. No, you can't. Reject. We are keeping the 17-year-old midfielder. Oh, I don't know if you're around for it, Nexus, but on my Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 campaign as well, I started naming ships after subs, like naming my spaceships. And so we've now got a ship on that playthrough called the Ghost of Nexus. Thought it made a good sounding name for a ship. It's a big ship as well. Hopefully it won't die. Right, where are we at now? I guess we just power on through to this game against Altrincham. So we've got 2 away matches in a row now. This could be the end of our run of wins. We are long overdue a loss. We've only lost once all season. It's pretty unbelievable, to be honest. But I do feel I made the strategy we had working in the first season, and we've made some decent signings to strengthen up our weak areas coming into the second season, and it's certainly paying off in our results so far. We have drawn a lot of games though, but you know, can't complain when you're sitting top of the league with a game in hand, can you? And that's thanks to continuously gaining points. I think it was only is it that beat us? It's one of our bogey teams that we usually lose to. Begins with B. Forgotten who it was. Who did we lose to? Team beginning with B. Early on. Boston, that's it. Boston United. Yeah, we lost to them 2-0 back in September. And that's been our only loss all season. And as you can see, we did pick up a red card in that game, courtesy of Mohamed Sangari, getting himself 2 yellows. And it was another game where, look, we just bringing in all the cards all at once. But yeah, we unfortunately lost that. But we've won or drawn everything else, which is fantastic. All right, finally, after we've played Chester, assuming there are no more waterlogged pitch occasions and postponing of games as a consequence, we will be through the nightmare period of the season and into 1 game a week stage, which is fantastic because that means I can just play the A team as often as possible. Obviously, we've still got a couple of injuries to recover from, but that'll happen all in good time. The odds are firmly stacked against Altrincham. Okay, good. I'm glad they're firmly stacked against them. Let's hope our form can continue. I'm glad you're having fun there, Nexus. Nexus is saying, Blyth Chronicle calls game early despite struggling team. Darlington Herald. Darlington Herald fails to see obvious. Blyth Chronicle. Press wars. Oh, well in swing there then. Oh, we got a player in team of the week. About bloody time. It's been a while. Kieran Evans stepping in place of Michael Liddell, of course, and showing that he's not too shabby a player. Ebanks Blake getting in there as well. And what a career he's had. Right. Elliot Holmes, fitness test not required. Condition 69%, not great. Sean Reed failed his fitness test again. He's still not ready. He's had a few injuries this season. That's a shame. Because he is quite a key man for us. Not only because he's our designated penalty taker, but also we don't really have anyone anywhere near as good as he is in that attacking midfield centre position. Right, we're in excellent form and they're in inconsistent form. That sounds good to me. Right, and everyone's knackered. Yeah, of course they are. Well, we've just played a game where everyone was knackered and we came through it all right. Oh, apparently our strikers aren't knackered, probably because they did fuck all in that last game. They've not really been up to much, so at least they're fit. All right, let's have a look. Holmes is going to have to come off. So that means Nicholas on. So Sean Reid is down to orange injury now. 5 to 10 days remaining. Good. We'll have him soon. And what about Liddle? 10 days and 4 weeks. Damn. Ages yet. Okay. Holmes. What am I going to do? Yeah, I can't even really afford to have him on the bench. He's way too knackered. I can't bring on a player that's at 69% already and not quite recovered from his injury. So we'll put Woods on the bench. No, we won't. We'll have Oliver on the bench, and Sangare is back from his suspension. So we'll put him back in the team. That strengthens our midfield a little bit. So we've got Oliver on the bench. We've got Nicholas on the field. Dolling will have to play replacement for Nicholas if he has to come off, even though Dolling's not very good at that. We'll just have to make do. And yeah, we'll rest up these guys. What about the wing-backs position? It's not great, is it? It's really not great. Let's get Talbot on. Well, Talbot's my only other player that I can use in place of Evans, and I'd rather play Talbot on the right at the minute, because I think he's a little bit better than Paul Smith, isn't he? Yeah, he is better than Paul Smith. So we'll keep Smith on the bench, and then what we'll do if we need to is we'll switch Talbot over to the left at some point, take Evans off, and then bring Egan on, and that way completely avoiding having to use Smith at all. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, defence. It's low, but they can cope. They don't have to do that much running about. Kieran Green, a little bit of a concern, but again, we've got Connor Oliver. He's only on 72%. That should be all right. He'll get through a game on that. All right. I think it's been a while since we've saved it, so we'll just do a quick save there. In case of crashes, man, I would not want to have to replay all of those games we've just won. I can guarantee you I won't be able to win them twice. So we don't want to lose those results. Hey Tez lad, how you doing? So we are going into this game as top of the league so far, with a game in hand, which I think this will be. So what we're looking to do here is win this and extend our lead, give ourselves a bit of a cushion, so we don't have to be on the edge of our seat for the rest of the season. Okay. What shall we say? Yeah. Show me what you can do. Keep our run going. Okay. And it's raining. It's our favourite kind of weather. Talbot on the ball. Just brought him in for this match. Okay, already it's time for the demand more. Yeah, look how fit and healthy Altrincham are. Look at the state of us. Oh dear. Close him down. Oh, well in, Talbot. And we're on the attack with Bradley. Dan Maguire to Bradley Fewster. Bradley Fewster finally finding the net. It's been a long old time, but that was a lovely goal. 12th goal of the season, assist by his strike partner Dan Maguire. And what a thundering, cracking power shot that was. Let's see that again. Dan Maguire here. Cheeky little pass into space for Bradley Fewster to run onto. Takes a touch, smashes it home. And that was too fast for the keeper to react to. What a goal. Finally. I feel Bradley's been on a bit of a goal drought. So it's good to see that come to an end. And the Blyth corner coming to nothing there. All right, let's demand more again. It's too early for praise. We'll wait till we've got 2 goals before we start giving out any praise. Tackle him. Yes, well in. Green, well in. All right, Evans smashing it up, looking for Bradley Fuster. Is he going to beat his man? He is. Oh! And when it rains, it pours. Bradley Fuster scoring 2 goals in a very short space of time. After so many matches of failing to find the target, he's suddenly remembered. Nexus, you know what it is? It's that picture you drew for him, mate. That's what's helped. Obviously, he's received that picture and he's gone, oh, that's what the goal looks like. I remember now. And he's scoring. The little goal machine is back. Bradley Fuster again, having a great game, looking for Dan Maguire, will find him. Bit of a tight angle there, pulls it back for Nicholas. Nicholas failing to capitalise on that golden opportunity there. That very easily could have been 3. Kieran Green to take the corner for Blyth, whips it in. It's a terrible corner, as usual. I should just not even commentate the corner. I just say, Blyth have got a corner, it comes to nothing before anything happens, because that's always the case. Oh, what's going on here? Danger at the back there for Altrincham. And they're still playing risky. What on earth was that? Wow. Well, unfortunately, a foul was given, but they were messing about at the back there. Something chronic. All right, let's go for some praise now. We're 2 goals up. Talbot on the ball, putting a cross in towards Bradley Fuster's head. And it finds it. Is that a hat-trick for Bradley Fuster already? 30 minutes of football played. 1 goal every 10 minutes. 14th goal of the season for Bradley Fuster. And what an early hat-trick that is. That bodes very well for the rest of this match. He's been saving up his goals, hasn't he? They're all coming at once. So, just look at the league table. There we are, 50 points if things stay as they are. We'll have a nice 4-point lead. Altrincham getting a shot in there, but claimed easily by O'Reilly. Very easily could have been a goal, though, if they'd put in a more quality effort. So, oh, there's one back. It's been disallowed, though. I guess there was an offside that we're about to see. Oh, yeah. There was 2 players offside by the looks of that. So yeah, okay, we'll take that. But it would be nice if we could just demand more, because it looks like the Spartans have just decided, oh, this is in the bag, we don't really need to try anymore. It's like, come on guys, it's not even half time yet. There's a lot of football to be played. Don't start relaxing yet. See, this is what happens when you start relaxing. And that goal looked well deserved there. Pritchard with the cross, finding Hume. And his left foot finding the net. Right, let's hope that is the last of our messing about. Kieran Green picking up his 12th yellow card of the season. Jesus, he's going to be suspended soon. Okay, yeah, go out there and prove a point. Stop playing like assholes after you've got a 3-goal lead. Don't let that slip. Talbot with the throw to Maguire. Maguire to Kieran Green. Back to Lyons. Sangare. Finding Callum Nicholas. Back to Sangare. It's going out wide to Evans. Back again to Sangare. Altrincham keeping things tight at the back at the moment, but Blyth still searching for a way through the defence. Talbot with the cross, but cleared by the Altrincham defence there, and it's Hancock in possession to Pritchard. Looks for the long ball to Hume. Finds him. Headed to Poole. Now Hancock again. Nice ball out to Silla. Oh, there's a thunderous effort there, but Just wide of the mark. The relief of the Blyth fans. All right, Bernard on the ball. What's he doing with it? Plays it to Talbot. Green looking for Maguire. Finds his head. Nicholas. Few step back to Maguire. One-on-one with the keeper. And well saved there by Wynn. Sangari with the free kick. Finds Bernard. And did that come off Maguire? That did come off Maguire. 23rd goal of the season. Deshaun Bernard only gets an assist for that. But let's watch that replay. That looked like it could have been a goal off the defender's attempt. Maybe not. I suppose it needed Maguire to guide it home in the end. Well, that makes it 4-1. We're back on our 3-goal cushion. Yeah, we're onside. We're keeping that one, ref. All right, let's give him a bit of praise. Keeping an eye on Kieran Evans. Okay, it's time. All right, Evans is coming off. He's only on 54%. And so what we're going to do is we'll swap with Talbot, like I said we're going to do. And then Evans is going to swap for Leighton Egan. That should do it. Anyone else coming off right now? Lang's really low as well, actually. Maybe I should get Lang off for Nathan Buddle. Buddle doesn't do well with his left foot. Who does? None of them really, but maybe Bernard can cope a little bit better. Okay, let's go with this. It's a shame to have to take Lang off because he's a linchpin of our defence. But we've got a 3-goal cushion, so hopefully we'll survive this. Oh no, we've conceded a goal immediately. The subs are on, and suddenly everything's fallen apart, and it's 4-2. Martin Yadzi, is he just come on for Darlington? I don't remember seeing him earlier on in the game. Maybe he just wasn't up to much, but cracking shot from him. No surprise he beat the keeper with that. And yeah, he's just come on. Super sub. Tendai Matinyadzi from Zimbabwe, 23-year-old. Really making his mark on the game immediately. So Nexus says, wow, it's pretty special getting a hat-trick in cricket, eh? 3 wickets in 3 consecutive bowls. Yeah, that's got to be really hard to get. Oh, what is going on at the back now? Come on, lads. What is this shit? Oh my God, how is O'Reilly keeping these out? I do not know. But Darlington Altrincham rather, are playing like a team that means it all of a sudden. And oh man, it's now 4-3. Oh, do you see why I hate making substitutions? Right, what are we going to do? I wonder if it's anything to do with the fact that I've given him specialised instructions to play inside wing back. I wonder if that's screwing things over. Sorry, inverted wing back, I mean. Let's just go wing back support instead. See if that makes a difference. Even though he's even worse at playing that. Maybe it's just messing with the strategy. Hard to say, but... Jesus. We now only have a 1-goal lead. Oh, that was terrible. Demand more. Demand more. Demand more. How many minutes? Oh, God. Got so long to go. And another highlight for Altrincham. And another corner for Altrincham. Oh, this is tense. This is tense. Pritchard taking the corner. Oh my God, off the bar. Sangari with the clearance. Good man. Oh, do you know what? This is what happens when I haven't got Lang in the defence, isn't it? It's all going wrong. I daren't take Kieran Green off at this point, even though I feel like I should. Oh, man. What effect will taking the captain off have? Oh, maybe I'll do it. I'll do it. Let's get Connor Oliver on. Oh, man. I feel like they're going to equalise before the whistle. Like, we need to cling on. We need to cling on to this. And I'm convinced if I switch to a more defensive strategy, then they'll just get way more chances and they will score one of those chances. So I want to stay attacking just so I've got the chance of getting myself another goal. Okay, Lyons and Bernard both really knackered at the back now. This is a dangerous situation. 5 minutes of added time. Oh, man. Come on, referee. 5 minutes. 5 minutes when we're this knackered. Oh, God. Corner to Altrincham again. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Kick it the other way. Oh, man. What are you doing? Stop messing about. All right, 3 more minutes of added time to go. Desperate times here. Can we cling on to this 1-goal lead? I don't want to draw against Darlington. I want to extend our lead at the top of the league. Come on, just waste some time. Anything, just pass it around. What are you doing? No. Break his legs. Anything. All right, come on, Sangari. Do something magical. Plays it to Bradley Fewster. Out to Talbot. Talbot with the cross. Oh, Connor Oliver will claim it. Don't lose it. Don't you lose it. Good man, Sangari. Out wide to Egan in a bit of space. We've got time. We've got time. Can Fewster get a 4th goal? No, free kick to Altrincham. Ah. They're going to take that quickly, aren't they? There's less than a minute to go. This is edge of your seat stuff. Lyons clears it out to safety. Come on, take your time with that. Take your time. Ah. Oh, desperate attempt there. Luckily not finding the man. And we are in the final 10 seconds. And the whistle has finally been blown. What a relief that is. Yeah, look, Altrincham came alive in the end of that second half. Just getting shot after shot. They had all the possession. 27 fouls by Blyth. Jesus. I'm really getting stuck in a bit too much, it seems. But never mind. I'm sticking with it. We don't get reds that often. So it's obviously just about working out. But wow. I mean, what was it? 3-0 up. We were 3-0 up in the first half, courtesy of Bradley Fewster. And then it just looked like we were trying to throw the game away. So hard. But luckily, Dan Maguire bagging a 4th for the team. Kept us a goal ahead. And we will take a win from that after all. I don't know what happened in the second half, but it wasn't acceptable and was disappointing after the first half display. Yeah, let's try that. See what happens. Oh, they agree. That's all right. I thought they were going to get all stroppy with me for a moment, but that's the truth. That was a Jekyll and Hyde performance. Oh, hey, Catch. How you doing? Oh, you've been playing as well, have you? It's loads of fun. Like, it's one of my favourite games over the years of Football Manager games. I buy the new one every year, basically. They can be a lot of fun. They're also fun with friends as well. I used to play a lot of like multiplayer of it, just with like my bandmate Rich, the singer. He used to come around most weekends and we'd play Football Manager. Not so much these days. Don't really have the time for it, but it's great fun. Oh, here we go. The relief on Bradley Fewster's face was plain to see as the Blyth Spartans striker ended his goal drought at Moss Lane on Tuesday. Fuster had previously played over 15 hours without scoring. My God, I knew he was in a bloody goal drought. I said, didn't I? I said 15 hours. That is one hell of a goal drought, Bradley. And then he comes back and scores a hat trick. Jesus, right. Yeah, gets a 9.5 for that. It is well deserved after that hat trick performance. Bradley Fuster has still got quite a lot of catching up to do before he reaches Dan Maguire's goal tally this season. So Maguire is sitting on 16. Bradley Fuster is on 12 league goals. But both of them are currently behind Adam Boyes of Spennymoor, who is on 19. 19 goals from 22 appearances. Jesus, that is goal diarrhea from this guy. Okay. Let's continue. Did I keep saying Darlington, Tez lad? I've got them on the brain. We'd only just recently played them. Yeah, look, we just played Darlington and then Altrincham. I know I said it at least once, I think. Never mind. You know what I mean. You knew who they were. Oh, dear. Oh, there's a baseball version, is there? Ah. Didn't know that. I've seen an ice hockey version, but I don't want to get that until they've got a match engine. I'm really hoping one day they'll make a match engine for hockey, and then I'll try one of those. Another management game I've tried though is Motorsport Manager. I don't know if any of you have tried that as well. That's also kind of fun. It's obviously a bit of a different kind of management game to these, but enjoyable all the same. The hockey version is utter garbage, which is too bad. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that's a real shame. Yeah, I never ended up buying it, but what I really love about the modern era of Football Manager games is obviously that match engine. It's just so much more exciting to watch. Like, of course, way back in the day, we just had a line of text on the screen, and that was great back then, but that was all we had. But ever since the introduction of the full-on match engine, I'm just spoiled by it. I can't go backwards. I cannot cope with it. So every kind of sports manager game, if I'm to play it, it needs a match engine, and it needs one that looks at least as good as the Football Manager effort. And you just don't tend to find them on other stuff. Like obviously the Motorsport Manager one, I can deal with that because you see the little races. You don't have to imagine it in your head or just read lines of text. You see the little cars racing around, which is really cool. So I can deal with Motorsport Manager, but unfortunately the other sports ones just don't do it for me. Just purely because they lack the engine. Yeah, I played a lot of that, and Harry did as well. Like we both played a lot of Motorsport Manager when it came out. The one thing we wished it had was multiplayer though, because me and Harry would have played Motorsport Manager together for sure. Oh, here we go. Another offer coming in for Nexus. Cheltenham this time are offering me no pounds for Nexus. You're not having him. And you're certainly not having him for free. He's mine. All right, let's praise Jack Brown's training, whoever Jack Brown is. Oh, Christ, what's going on with his eyebrows? He looks like he shaved them off and drawn them on. Like one of those women out at the weekend with the painted on eyebrows, and they've just got a little bit vicious with them. Okay, what's going on? Oh, Dolling's complaining because he hasn't played hardly all season. Well, look, if you weren't shit, we wouldn't even need to have this conversation, would we? See if Kieran Green can sort it out. Oh, good man. Kieran Green is seemingly learning how to be a captain at this point. And most of that job involves dealing with players that I don't want to talk to. All right. Chester next. I think we've got a fairly decent record against Chester, but they've got some quality players. I know this because they've got some players that I looked at trying to sign. All right, Chester are slight underdogs. Okay. Blyth edge ever closer to setting a new team record. So we've won 5 matches on the spin, and our existing record is 5. Fair enough. Yeah, it's been a good session so far, but then again, we have played, like, well, Barrow were kind of average, but then Alfreton, Nuneaton, Darlington, they're all down the bottom end of the table. Altrincham, bottom half of the table. So, really, we've just gotten lucky with the fixtures being against fairly dodgy teams so far. Although, like, anyone with eyes can see how crammed together these fixtures were. We've done bloody well to come out of it with a team so knackered, and with 2 very important first-team players on the injury list as well. So Michael Liddell still out for 2 to 4 weeks. Sean Reid returning in 5 days. So yeah, that's going to be very important. But he's not going to be back in time for the Chester game. Maybe he'll be back for the Telford United match. They're 4th in the table. They will be a tough team to beat. So that would be a great time to have a fit and ready Sean Reid. Right, let's praise Bradley. And Egan. Criticise Jack Butler. And that's all I can be bothered to do for now. Right, so Chester are currently 10th in the table. We're playing them away. We've at least had a few days. We've had more days to recover for this match than we've had all month, pretty much. So, right, Elliot Holmes. No, we'll keep this as is. Let's make these guys unavailable just for now. And we can stick them back on once we're finally past this game here. So, yeah. So once we've played Chester, we're down to 1 game a week, which is a lot easier to handle when you just want to play your first team over and over, which is how I like to do it at this level. All right, Sean Reid, obviously not available yet, but he's getting there. He's getting there. Right, Chester. Here we come. The Diva Stadium in Chester. Right. We want Egan on. We'll have Evans. Yeah, defense looks all right. Nicholas. Let's swap and get Holmes on. Now he's recovered a bit. I think that's what we want, isn't it? Yeah, that will do me nicely. And let's submit. Oh no. Why are you still on that? I don't remember changing. I thought that was a personalised setup I had for only for Talbot. Weird. Okay, never mind. Easy fix. All good. And I'm glad I spotted it before the match started. Anything else I'm missing? Yeah, no, all looks good. Alright, what shall we say? We've been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. 2 players responded to that. Never mind. Right. Chester in the blue. And Blyth in the white with green trim. So, currently still holding on to our 4-point lead in the table. Games in hand are all done, dusted now. So, just a matter of trying not to lose at any point. Well, I think we are long overdue a loss. And since we're about to break our record for number of wins in a row, something inside tells me that we're probably going to lose this game. Also, the fact that Chester are getting all the highlights right from the off. That was very nearly a goal. Fantastic save by Luke O'Reilly. And already the demand more has kicked in. Oh, was it run out? Oh man, that ran out quickly. Right, let's do it again. It's pissing down with rain here at the Diva Stadium in Chester. But the Spartans are used to the rain. It is our home weather condition. Oh, Sangari, good effort there. But just over the bar for a goal kick. Not a bad looking long shot there from the new signing in midfield this season, Mohamed Sangari. He gets booked too often than I'd like, but when he's on the field, he generally plays pretty well. Decent stats for this level as well. Why is his determination dropping? Well, that's not good. Never mind. All right, Egan with the throw to Kieran Green. Back to Egan with a cross, looking for Bradley Fuster. Doesn't find him. Sangari now. To Holmes. Little flick to Bradley Fuster, who smashes it towards the goal, but Shenton saves. Keeping hold of that slippery ball in the rain. Lyons to Lang. Sangari in midfield, taking the ball forwards. Looking for Bradley Fuster. Whoa, little flick across to Dan Maguire. But Dan Maguire just putting it wide of the post there. At least we're getting some highlights now. Things aren't looking as bad as they were in the first 10 minutes. Kieran Evans picking up a yellow. Who's this guy? Luke Jordan. Apparently on a potential knee injury. Be good if they've got to sub him. Put a weaker player on. That could go in our favour. So, Egan to Lyons. To Deshaun Bernard. What's he going to do with it? What's he going to do? Play it long to nobody. Oh well. Right, come on. Press that goalie. Don't give him time to think about where he's putting the goal kick. Bradley Fuster on the ball now. Out to Kieran Evans. Evans to Sangari. Back to Evans. Sangari playing it back towards the halfway line. Lyons with a terrible touch there, losing possession to Ayula. Can he get back in time? He can't correct his mistake, and Ayula smashes it into the Blyth Spartans net there. And what a critical error that was in the rain. Oh man, terrible, terrible touch. And Ayula with a good finish there. Oh dear, demand more. I did say I've got a feeling we're going to lose this game, didn't I? I've got a feeling. Alright, let's tell Evans to ease off tackles. Free kick is whipped in. Back to Kieran Green again. He's in the box. Oh, he's had a crack himself, but straight at the keeper. That is not how you score goals, Green. And it's half time. So, of course, we will be going for the aggressive half-time bollocking. That's how we like it when we're not winning. Let's hope there's something better to see in the second half from this Spartans team. So Lang on the ball. Generally likes to play it long when he surges up from defence, but not this time. Just playing it short, and apparently things come to nothing. Perhaps he should have just hoofed it. So Ayula needs closing down. And that is what we will do. Egan playing very badly, it seems. He's on a 6.0. Keep an eye on that, because I might be taking him off any second. I'm putting Talbot on. Last chance to improve, Egan. Nope, it's not happening, is it? So we're going to sub Drew Talbot on for Leighton Egan. Let's see if he can make a difference for us. Dan Maguire not playing particularly well either, and Kieran Evans too. Oh man, not going well for us. Oh, Mohammed. That looked deadly, but luckily it went out for a corner. The danger's not over until we can clear this. Let's hope we can. Plays it out of the box. And, straight back in again. Waters completely unmarked there. Holmes in with the interception of that pass though. And it goes upfield, finding Dan Maguire. Can he beat his man? He's looking for the cross, finding Bradley Fuster. Bradley's control lets him down there, unfortunately. And Chester have a reprieve. We are simply looking for an equaliser at this stage of the game. We will take a 1-1 draw if we can get it. Screw the wins in a row record. We just want a point here. We've only lost one game in the league all season. It would be a shame for Chester to be our second loss. As the time wears out, it's looking more and more like we are going to lose this. Oh, that Green, what's his name? George Green, I think it is. We scouted him. I wanted to sign this guy. Yeah, George Green. He's quality. Right, let's pause. Right, ease off tackles. Right, everything else is fine. Go back to pitch. I'm thinking it's time for the very attacking. We've got nothing to lose here. We're already losing. Let's go push forward and play. And just go for broke at this stage. We're already losing. If we concede another goal, it doesn't really matter too much. We're not going to get the points. But if this can help scab us an equaliser late in the day, I'll be over the moon. Whoa, Waters! That was cynical, mate. That deserves at least a yellow. Bringing Dan Maguire down like that, and he looked like he would have been through. It is a yellow for Matty Waters. Right, it's all about this free kick with 2 minutes left to play. Sangare squanders the chance by smashing it into the wall. But we will get a corner from it. Evans to take the corner. Oh, Fuster! Shot blocked by the Chester defender, and then again Sangare. And it's another corner. Kieran Green to take. He's not very good at corners though, Green. And it comes to nothing. Shenton claims that ball for his own. Come on, boys. This is your last chance. This is it. Get a goal. Smash it up the other end. There will be 3 minutes of added time. Hughes putting in a cross there. Right, Sangare. Come on. No, what? Don't come to nothing. Use the ball when you get possession. Oh, number 11 slipping over there. Holmes. Right, we got it. We got it. Dan Maguire. Come on. Come on. Use it, Maguire. Plays it to Holmes. What have you got in the bag, Holmes? Back to Green, to Holmes. Holmes loses possession, and that is it. The dream has died. We've lost the game. 1 minute to go. It is unlikely we're going to score. Come on, come on. Somebody smash it into the Chester half. Just hit it towards the goal. Anything. Right, Evans, Kieran Evans, last chance to put in a good cross. It's not. It just bounces off the number 2 of Chester and out for a throw-in. And the time is ticking away here. And Bradley Fuster on the ball. Cross comes in. Free kick given to Chester. If only that was a penalty to Blyth. But it isn't. And we've lost 1-0. Well, it had to happen eventually. That is only our second loss all season. And to be fair, Chester did deserve it. They did deserve it. And they're a good team. Like I say, there's a few of their players that we checked out looking to sign. Top of the list was this George Green fella. Look at all the greenage. George of the Greens. All the green stats. He's a fantastic player for this level. But yeah, we failed to sign him, sadly. That was disappointing, boys. Never mind, though. Okay. Yeah. 18 matches in a row without losing. Not a bad run. Sorry, I just got a hair in my mouth. I think it came from my moustache. Right. Yeah, 18 games without losing. That was a pretty good run, wasn't it? Yeah, it was pretty good. But we're still top of the table. Still got a 3-point lead. Man, I'm tired. Can you tell? Still got a 3-point lead, and only our second loss. We've now lost away at Chester and at home against Boston. 1-0 against Chester, 2-0 against Boston. Picked up 11 draws, which is a lot of draws, but at least you get points for them. And 13 wins. So we're not looking too bad. Not looking too bad at all. And we've gotten through the worst of our season now. Like this period where all our fixtures were so squashed together. I don't know if you remember the previous session. We had so many cancellations because of a waterlogged pitch at Croft Park. It was basically a swimming pool for a few weeks. That just ended up with our schedule being completely squashed together here. But now we're into plain sailing, 1 game a week. And also with these injuries coming to an end soon, we're going to have Sean Reid back 4 days before he returns to full training. So he may be fit for next game, maybe the one after that. Little still out for another 12 days to 3 weeks. So we'll be missing him a little while longer. But in his absence, Kieran Green hasn't been doing too badly. Not Kieran Green, sorry. I mean, Kieran Evans hasn't been doing too badly. And also, he's the best corner taker I've got on the team. So there is that. It's nice to have at least corners taken from one side of the pitch that are vaguely competently taken. The rest of our corners just come to nothing all the time. But we're weathering the storm. Team is obviously very knackered after that run of fixtures. But we've now got a whole week to recover from that before we have to play Telford. But that is where we're going to end the stream. That's the end of the episode, the end of the stream, the end of the session. We will be back again with more action at Blyth Spartans next Friday, again starting at 9 p.m. UK time. So make sure you come along if you want to see how things fare for us for the rest of the season. I reckon a couple more sessions and we'll probably be able to finish the season. And yeah, I mean we're in a good spot right now. We're in a good spot, and after losing out on promotion by 1 point last season, and then losing out on the playoffs by 1 goal, I'm really, really hoping to win the league. I don't want to have to go through playoffs. I don't want that heartache again. To watch the team just bottle another playoff final would be soul destroying. So we're going to try to win the league, and all our efforts are fully focused on that since we're already out of both the cups. We've got no other things to worry about other than 1 match a week and winning that 1 match a week. And we've got a strong side. It'll be even stronger once these injuries are over, but patience, and they'll be back. And finally, Bradley Fuster broke his goal drought. 15 hours without a goal. And he was an absolute goal machine in season 1. Like, league top goal scorer, absolutely smashing it. And then this season, he's just had patchy form. And I blame that injury he got fairly early on in the season. He's just not been the same since. Perhaps it's taking him a little while to get his confidence back. But man, coming back from his goal drought with a hat trick, that is one hell of a way to make your return to the goal scoring tables. And Dan Maguire, of course, consistent, reliable, good old Dan Maguire. Let's just have a quick look at the player stats before we go. So, goal scorers, Dan Maguire is second. He's still 3 goals behind Adam Boyes, who's on 19. Adam Boyes of Spennymoor. Dan Maguire on 16. And then further down the list, Bradley Fuster on 12. But he is starting to close that gap. And if he keeps scoring hat-tricks, he'll find himself at the top of the table before too long, won't he? And penalties, Sean Reid, top 4 out of 4. But obviously his injury at the moment means he's missed out on taking a couple. Dan Maguire took those. He scored 1 and smashed the other one into the post. So I'll be glad to see Sean Reid back. Michael Liddell, again, injured, but 10 assists, second in the table. See, these are key players that I'm missing right now. I'll be very glad when they return. Key passers, Leighton Egan, 3rd. Mohamed Sangari, 4th. Again, looking pretty good from these lads. So we've got a lot of stuff going on for us. A lot of people quite high up in the charts. Although this is one chart I'd rather we didn't. So this is the yellow cards, and Mohamed Sangari apparently proving to be the most dirty player in the league at the moment. And not far behind him is Captain Kieran Green. But yeah, never mind. We'll pretend that isn't there. Just cover that up. Let's swap it for something else. But yeah, so I'm going to end it there. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. Don't forget my playlist of this. If you want to see how the first season went, what's happened all along the way, the strategies, the signings, all of that. Check out my YouTube channel. That's channel_Doyle. And on there, not only do I have Football Manager, but I'm a variety streamer. So I have Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 on the go at the moment. And I'm playing a Battletech mod called Battletech Extended 3025. It's a fantastic mod put together by a friend of mine. It's on Nexus Mods. It's proving pretty popular so far. So check that out if you're a Battletech player as well and you want to see something new. Anyhow, for now, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on what you thought, and follow the channel for more content like this. For now, I'm out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. for some more Battletech. Thanks again. See you later.